Good morning and a warm welcome to all the masters who have gathered here on a beautiful day for a beautiful beginning, a great morning, afternoon, evening, and a great day to everybody. My name is Ananti and I welcome you all on behalf of Pyramid Valley International and with our gratitude to our beloved Patriji. Let us just go into this beautiful session of meditation. The meditation which we are doing is called Anapanasati meditation, where we are just simply focusing on a simple breath. It might sound simple, it might sound difficult, but with regular practice, we are able to go into that no thought state as we keep observing our breath. So, friends, make yourself comfortable, be seated in a comfortable position in the crossed leg position, the Sukhasana, which we call. If you want to keep your legs stretched out, kindly put them one over the other, crossing at your ankles. Hands go like this, with fingers into fingers. Gently place them over on your lap. If you are in the habit of wearing spectacles, please remove them. We are going to keep our eyes closed now. We are going to do meditation for the next 30 minutes. We will maintain mauna or silence. We will just listen to some nice music, which helps us deepen the process. So, dear friends, have that sip of water if you'd like to. Be seated comfortably. Gently relax your whole body. We will be listening to some nice music now while we go deep into meditation. Dear friends, dear masters, and my dear gods, we are all in this beautiful journey of self-transformation, the beautiful journey going deep within our own self, where we understand a little bit more about our true self, the happy self, the intelligent self, be with your breath, be with your energy, be with the flow. Let go of your thoughts and continue to stay with your breath. Last 2 minutes. Continue to observe your breath. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, gently place both your hands on your eyes for a few seconds and open your eyes whenever you feel ready into that beautiful space you're sitting right now, and with that most amazing, beautiful smile on your face. Dear friends, we welcome you back again for this wonderful session on self-transformation by Master Pradeep Vijay. We are now understanding about our thoughts, the power of our thoughts, and the consequences of manifestation. Let us just continue to listen to our Master and gain more knowledge and implement them in our wonderful lives. Namaste and welcome, Master.
Namaste, all of you. Thank you, Ananda Madam. So, friends, we are discussing a very important subject in the field of spirituality, in the spiritual science. Let us continue. This is a very amazing topic, the most important topic. You create your own reality. So get ready, drink some water, stretch your body, take your pen and book, and let us dive into this spiritual ocean, the knowledge, the ocean of knowledge. We're also fortunate, the people who are born in India or who have the background of Indian origin, they're very fortunate to have this wisdom from thousands and thousands of masters, enlightened masters. This is the land where the maximum number of enlightened masters have walked on this land. On the entire planet Earth, the maximum number of enlightened masters have walked on this land, Earth, India. So that very essence is there in all of us, right from our childhood. We keep hearing it's karma. We keep hearing the word karma, dharma, jnana, ajnana, buddhi. We keep hearing these words. It's in our DNA. But if you go to yes, it's in our DNA, but the fine-tuning is needed. The right understanding is needed. But if you go to countries like Europe and Oceania, Americas, at least in America, they have the shamanic traditions, the ancient ones. But there are many countries where, for example, China, where the ancient knowledge is, the government doesn't allow the expression of the truth because of the communism. And many people are there waiting for this truth, to listen to the truth, because their whole life is suffering. They are waiting, they are longing. Here we are so fortunate that we have PMC, Pyramid Valley, PSSM movement. So much of knowledge, so much of spiritual wisdom radiating from this land. We have the Western masters are very good at the logical understanding. There are many, many great enlightened masters from the Western world. So when we read those books, for example, if you want to understand the power of intent, then you should read Ramta. You should read the book, the White Book. Title is The White Book by author Ramta. And if you want to understand about you create your own reality, you want to understand in depth of it, then you have to read Seth books by Jane Roberts. So the Western masters are also highly enlightened, but they integrate, they have a certain logical thinking and they approach in a scientific way. But here in our land, the teachings are very simple. Because the truth is simple, the mind complicates. Buddha has spoken right views, right intentions. To begin with that, when you have the right views and right intentions, then everything will set in the place. So when you're able to integrate both the East and the West, then it's like a double bonanza, where we are fine-tuning our understanding. We understand from a scientific point of view. We understand from a consciousness point of view. The Western masters don't emphasize on the consciousness. They emphasize on the thoughts, they emphasize on the emotions, they emphasize on the feelings, they emphasize on the energy. But the mother science of all the science is consciousness, Atma. So that comes from India. So it is important you have to read all masters, Eastern, Western, so that we fine-tune our understanding and get the best out of it. So what we have discussed so far is very simple. It's a very important topic. You have to go through it again and again to understand the zest of it. So today we will integrate and we will fine tune these aspects. So the first, we understood that we create our own reality. How we create our own reality? We create our constantly, every day we are creating our reality. Every moment we are creating our reality. Based on our thoughts, thought patterns, our desire patterns, and then the understanding of the knowledge, the understanding, what kind of understanding you have on life. So based on this, we are creating our reality. What kind of decision patterns you have, what kind of thought patterns you have, what kind of desire patterns you have. So based on that, we are shaping our life. Every day we are shaping our life. Every moment we are shaping our life. You might ask, sir, I'm in this path. Yes, I know we should not react. We should always respond. But in our life, we constantly react. We keep reacting instead of responding. What do I do about it? Say, go to the root cause. So, your ability to respond, your capacity to respond, again depends on how much energy you have and how much knowledge you have and what kind of thoughts you have. Depends on these three factors. Your ability to respond to any given situation, how much energy, how much knowledge, what kind of thoughts. Three important points. Energy you get from meditation. Knowledge you get from reading books and Sajjana Samritya. By practicing moment-to-moment awareness, by practicing mindfulness, you become aware of your thought patterns, and if there is any negative thought, immediately you change the thought. If there is any disastrous thought, immediately you change that disastrous thought. The mindfulness, very, very important. Simple. Energy. We are energy beings. Through meditation, we conserve. Through meditation, we maximize the energy. Through the practice of mauna, we conserve the energy. Through the practice of mindfulness, again you conserve the energy. And knowledge. You have to read all the books. You have to understand. And self-study is important. Swadhyaya means self-study. Studying about yourself. So when you listen to other masters, when you're going through a Sajjana Samritya, you're reading books, what is happening is you are studying yourself. The patterns are important. So we keep using the word when we say we create our reality based on your thought patterns, based on your desire patterns, based on your decision patterns. The pattern. Pattern means that which repeats. So it is important we understand what patterns we have. So when somebody asks, who am I? I'm Atma. What kind of a person I am? It depends on my patterns. It depends on my thought patterns. It depends on my decision patterns. It depends on my desire patterns. This is how the variation is from people to people. What kind of desire patterns they have, that defines them. What kind of thought patterns they have, that describes them. So, pattern means that which repeats itself. So, in our life, to understand what patterns I am having is very important. To identify the patterns we are having is very, very important. That's why it is very important to do everyday meditation. Practice mindfulness every day, and most importantly, journaling. You write down. Every single day you write down what kind of emotions you're going, what kind of thoughts you're going, what kind of meditational experiences you're going, what kind of challenges you had on that particular day, and how you reacted, how you responded to that particular challenge. Every day you write down, keep a journal. For 1 month, you write this journal, and you will understand what kind of mistakes you are repeating, what kind of patterns you are having in your life, what kind of emotions, thoughts are dominating your day-to-day life, what kind of subtle thoughts you noticed in your mindfulness. You write it down, then you understand your pattern. And when you are able to identify the pattern, 50% of the problem is already solved. Identification is the key. The moment you identify, then you know what to do. The answer is awareness. The more you have awareness, the more you can identify. So, meditation, mindfulness, and mauna. These three, meditation, mindfulness, and mauna. These three are important to raise your awareness. As a prerequisite to do more meditation, as a prerequisite to practice mindfulness, you need to prepare. The prerequisite is eat right kind of food. Be aware of the subtle energies in the food. Always eat sattvic, Suddha sattvic. Eat plant-based food. Eat the food cooked by your own hands or by a meditator. Be aware of the subtle energies. Don't eat too much food. Just eat what is needed. Eat only when you're hungry. Don't eat more. 2 meals a day is sufficient for a healthy system. Eat more fruits. Drink plenty of water. So this is a necessary preparation so that your body has a certain stamina, strength. Your body, there is no toxins in your body. So when there is no toxins in your body, that we are creating a reality. And how we create our reality and what should we do so that we are creating a happy life for ourselves, a meaningful life for ourselves. And then going forward, yesterday we discussed about life purpose and life plan, life work. Everybody's life purpose is enlightenment. Because unless you are enlightened, you cannot be happy. You cannot experience the bliss, the Brahmananda. So enlightenment is the goal of everybody's life. Every human on the planet Earth, the only goal is enlightenment. The only purpose of life is enlightenment. But the work, the life work, differs from person to person. Some people call it as a mission. Some people call it as life work. What work you are doing in your life? Because when you incarnate on the planet Earth, it's a two-way. What you get through this life evolution, what we get coming to planet Earth is enlightenment. But what you are giving back, that is your life work. So to make this planet Earth a little more beautiful, to contribute. Because if you don't contribute back, then what is the meaning of your enlightenment? You have to contribute something back as a service to the humankind, to the animal kind, to the plant kingdom. You have to contribute to the whole of the existence. Then there is a balance. There is always a two-way, give and take. So we have incarnated for our own evolution, and also we have incarnated to contribute something. This is the truth. While the life purpose is enlightenment, that is our primary goal. That is our first. Unless you are in the path of truth, you cannot contribute. Unless you are enlightened, you cannot give back something. And when it comes to life work, it is important we do the labor of love. Because the people who are in this Zoom session, This is a self-transformation series, what we are doing. The first day, we started with the enlightenment journey. We started that every person in this Zoom session is an old soul at least. Because if they are not an old soul, they cannot sit in this session. Because every day we are speaking about self-transformation, enlightenment. From the Arihant stage to Bodhisattva stage to the Buddhahood. So we are all old souls. For the old souls, we are no more in survival. We are no more in name and fame. We are no more in power and authority. Then what are we longing for? We are longing for peace. We are longing for happiness, santosha. So for that, the labor of love is very, very important. Any work you do, it should be the labor of love. That is the key. If you can identify that particular work which gives you joy, then that is your life work. You should, the identification, see, in my journey, when I was as a software engineer in IT, I was not happy. I was getting a lot of money and there's no much work. Everything was fine, but I'm not satisfied from inside. Something is missing. Even though I was in meditation, even though I realized myself at the time, there was a complete understanding about myself. But the work I'm doing is not giving me joy. So for me, to live a life, every moment in joy is the most important thing. So I have to discover my own labor of love. And it took a few years. And finally, I discovered my labor of love is in teaching. So I shifted. I quit my job. I came into the spiritual teaching. I became a meditation teacher, a spiritual science teacher. So everybody's labor of love is different. You have to discover your own labor of love. For some people, cooking is the labor of love. For some people, gardening is the labor of love. For some people, art and painting is the labor of love. So anything which gives you joy, this is the key. Anything which gives you joy, any work you do that gives you joy is your life work. Because when you do something without of joy, it definitely contributes to others. This is the beauty of the nature. When you are doing something for your own joy, it definitely contributes to the others' welfare. And this is the zest of life. You understood your life purpose. Your life purpose is enlightenment. So you are fully focused on your self-realization process. You are fully focused on the self-transformation process. And you understood your life work. You are enjoying your life each and every moment. Each and every day you are enjoying your life. Game over. You are a happy Buddha. You are enlightened. So this is the ultimate crux of it. Life purpose, life work. Finished. We celebrate our life. So then we discussed about the spiritual science. What is the spiritual science? What is the science, the entire spiritual science? 4 sections. The first is meditation. No other way. Meditation means making your mind empty, letting go of the more and more your mind is empty, the more and more you are in the heart space, and the more and more you become authentic. And the more and more you drop your egos, the layers of false identities, and the more you will live the truth. So the first is meditation. The more you do meditation, the more you get energy, the more your awareness increases. The more you discover, you experience the truth. Theoretically, yes, you understand many things, but only it is through meditation you practically experience that I am not the body, I am Atma. The practical experience is very important for you to come out of the suffering. So the first section is meditation. The second is enlightenment. Enlightenment, what we are doing in this self-transformation series is nothing but enlightenment. We are constantly working on ourselves. We are constantly learning a lot of things about our own self. We are constantly making a better version of ourselves. We are transforming ourselves. We are mastering ourselves. Self-mastery, self-transformation. So this comes under enlightenment. Then the third department. Once you are enlightened, then what is the next task? The next task is to live life moment to moment in awareness. Kshana Kshana Jagruti. You are no more unconscious. Every moment you are conscious. Your awareness is to the peak. That is the third department. Moment to moment awareness. So when you're in that awareness, then you know, in any given situation, you're always responding. You're not reacting. And you understand that you create the reality, because in that awareness, you understand the cause and effect. You understand every moment you are creating the reality. So that motivates you to be more aware. And then when you are living in that moment to moment awareness, you understand that you are nothing but a co-creator, because you are creating every moment in your life. You understand you are a co-creator. You realize your godhood. You realize that Aham Brahmasmi, the essence of me, is the essence of the entire creation. There is oneness. And then there is tremendous amount of power within you. Energy, tremendous amount of energy, power. What we call it as mind power, Sankalpa Shakti. So with that, you can create anything you want. You become a co-creator. So the fundamental fact is, this mind power comes naturally to us after our enlightenment. It comes very naturally, automatically. Because by the time you are enlightened, you know what to do, what not to do. You are totally in the alignment of the divine. You are totally in alignment of the whole creation. So every word you speak, every act you do, every thought you radiate is totally in alignment with the divine, with the universal law, spiritual laws. Because you understand the consequences. But just imagine a person who is doing intense meditation, but he is not enlightened. Then what will he do? He will use that energy for the wrong things. A classic example is Ravana. Ravana is a great meditator. He's a very, very great meditator, Ravana. He got all the gifts and siddhis from Shiva directly through his meditation. But he didn't have the right views. He didn't have the right desires. He didn't have the right sankalpas. So Rama has to come and destroy him. This is the whole story of Ramayana. So even though Ravana is a great meditator, he didn't have the right understanding. So he had to pay the consequences. As a meditator, you can manifest anything you want. But be ready for the consequences. If you don't have the right understanding, if you don't have the awareness, then you end up manifesting wrong things. By what? Because the desires takes over you. Ravana had wrong desires. He wanted somebody else's wife. Wrong desires. He has to pay for it. Now, I'm dwelling on this subject because these days the manifestation has become a very fancy topic. People say, yes, manifest, yes, we have all the power. We are our thoughts. Our thoughts are infinite. We are infinite beings. Our emotions matters, and You can manifest. Yes, you can manifest. But make sure you have the right desires. But make sure you have the right intentions. I'll give an example. If you have the desire to make a lot of money, do you think the desire will complete once you make that money? Once you make that much money, then you will have more desire to make more money, because always there is comparison. You compare your neighbors. Okay, for example, you have a desire to have a house. Okay, that is fair enough. Okay, to have a house is okay, that is your need. You need a house. So you manifest the house. And then you see the neighbor, he's having a duplex, he's having a 3-storied house, he's having a centralized air conditioning. I don't have. So again, through that comparison, then the desire comes in, because the desires are through the senses. If you are living in a forest, then you are least bothered about cars and bungalows and name and fame. Because when you are living in the society, you see, your eyes, your ears, your senses captures, and then the desire comes in. And through the desires, your thought pattern. And through that, you get in the loop. So you have to be very clear you have to be very careful of your desires. Don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into the trap of manifestation. Yes, you have a lot of powers. You have a lot of energy. When I say power, that means energy. See, for a normal person, anyway, he doesn't have energy. A person who is stuck in the baby soul, infant soul, young soul, his goal is different. But I'm discussing this subject in this group because we are all old souls. We are all transcendental souls. We are meditating every day. We have a lot of energy. So you have to be responsible with our energy. How do we know whether our desire is a right desire or not? It is only your heart space, your inner, which guides you. There are many desires which is not our desires, but which has come from the outside. But there are some desires which comes from within. For example, the desire to be a better person, the desire to live a happy life, the desire to live a meaningful life, the desire to celebrate life, and the desire to serve others. These are all the desires from within. So focus on that desire. Use your Sankalpa Shakti to fulfill that desires first. That is very important. Or you might ask a scenario, you might ask a question. Sir, but I do have real, genuine desires. I would like to manifest a beautiful home. I would like to manifest abundance in my life. I would like to manifest a beautiful family for me. Is it a wrong desire to manifest that? No, it is not a wrong desire. But you have to be very clear why you want to manifest that. Are you manifesting for your joy? Or you are manifesting as a comparison to others? Or you want to prove something to others? Or you're looking for name and fame? What is the cause? What is the intention behind it? So that's why the right intentions important. Samma sankalpo. The right intentions. To look after yourself is your responsibility. To feed yourself, to look after yourself, so that you sustain this physical body. We all have physical body on this planet Earth. To sustain, to look after, and to live a life where your needs are met, your needs are taken care. Yes, for that, yes, you have to responsible. You have to do the work and be clear in what you want. And once your needs are fulfilled, your focus should be on the mission, on the life purpose. But people get distracted. Some people, they get distracted After coming into the spiritual path, after coming into meditation, their desires hijacks them. Oh, they already have money to survive. They have money to eat. They have a house. They have clothes. They have whatever they need in their life, they have. But then the greed takes over. When the greed takes over, then suffering is inevitable. So you have to be aware of your greed. In the name of manifestation, don't go behind your greed. Once you are in the space of greed, greed means Trishna, then dukkha. This is Gautam Buddha's greatest discovery, the Four Noble Path. So as long as we are conscious of our greed and we are not heading in the direction of greed, there is you are contented with what you have, and your focus is on your self-transformation, your focus is on the self-realization, and your focus is on the God realization, then that is perfect. We cannot afford to waste our precious energy. Once you have come into the path of meditation, you have to be very careful with our energies, because these energies are very precious, very limited. Every day you do meditation, you get energy. It's like a bank deposit. You are depositing little bit. You are depositing your energy within yourself. And this energy is very precious, and this energy is needed for your own evolution. The more you have energy, the more you can work on yourself. The more you have energy, the more you can have clarity in life. The more you have energy, the more the awareness, the more the self-realization. So this energy is very precious. So yesterday we have discussed about Vishwamitra, because he simply used his energies for his desires out of his arrogance that I can manifest anything. That is his arrogance, and he has to pay for it, and he learned that lesson. See, the people who are in the path of manifestation without proper understanding of the manifestation science, the Sankalpa Shakti, the thought power, the bigger picture of life, the life purpose, people who simply go on manifesting, okay, the thoughts are important. See, these people who don't have this complete understanding, they always speak about, we are our thoughts, we are our emotions, we are the energy, we are infinite beings, we have the potential to create anything you want. Yes, this is the Western language. This is how the Western people, they speak. We have infinite potential. We can create whatever we want. Yes, it is true. But be aware of the consequences. That is the Indian subject, Ramayana, Mahabharata. So the consequences are more important than manifestation, the law of karma. So we create our own reality. That is the ultimate fact. But we need to know what is right and what is wrong. And we need to be aware of our greed. And we need to be aware of the intentions behind anything you manifest. Some people say, oh, I'm not manifesting myself, but I'm manifesting for others. I want to build a pyramid. I want to start this meditation center. Yeah, I'm manifesting for others. I'm manifesting for service. I'm using all my potential. I'm using all my energy for the manifestation of the welfare. Yeah, sounds very good. Sounds really good. But are you enlightened first? Are you a transformed person first? Use the energy there first. Because if you're not enlightened, then your actions are not right. You might say the mind is very cunning. The mind says, yes, I'm manifesting for others. I'm building a pyramid. I'm donating. I'm doing this business. I'm manifesting this multi-million-dollar business so that I can donate. Yeah, but what is the intention behind it? You're looking for appreciation. You're looking for recognition. You're looking for name and fame. Or is it really your joy from the heart to do it? If it is really from your heart, then your focus should be on the self-realization first. So be aware of the consequences. And you might say, but what's wrong in it? I want to do it anyway. Then it's okay. It's your ichha, free will. Do it. You have to pay for it. Like Vishwamitra, you will also learn. Eventually you will learn. Everybody learns. Everybody does mistakes and everybody learns from the mistakes. So we are not here judging anything. So that's why I said I'm not against manifestation. But I'm just cautioning you. Just a caution. It's like saying there is a ditch on your way. Be aware of the ditch so that you don't fall into it, so that you don't waste your time and energy. We can learn from our own mistakes, but we can learn from others' mistakes also. The Indian mythology, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the two great epics, is there to remind us, constantly to remind us. Hey, learn from the mistakes. You don't fall into the ditch. So it's up to us. So this subject is a very deep subject. First, you have to understand Sankalpa Shakti. Yes, we all have the Sankalpa Shakti. How we are responding to every given moment. And what are we? Fundamentally, we are energy. We are our thoughts. And we are our desires. And our thoughts are from our consciousness. And it is very important we understand the bigger picture of life. It is very important you focus on your self-realization. Because that is the very purpose of life. And it is equally important you realize what is your labor of love and do it. And also it is equally important to understand the bigger picture of spirituality, where meditation, enlightenment, moment-to-moment awareness, and naturally becoming a co-creator. This is the cycle. From an infant soul to an infinite soul. From an Arihant to Bodhisattva to become a Buddha. When you become a co-creator, you are a Buddha. And finally, we discussed about the pitfalls and how to be careful about the consequences before you manifest anything. For example, you want a lot of riches, you want a lot of wealth. Yes, with your power as an old soul, as a meditator, you will have a lot of energy. Yes, the more you do meditation, the more you can use that energy to manifest money, to manifest wealth. But what are the consequences? There is a possibility your family is in great danger. Because once you have money, it attracts a lot of wrong attention as well. I met a very wealthy person in Jakarta, in Indonesia. They're very good people, very old souls in the path of enlightenment. They have a lot of wealth, money, a lot of money because of the business. For generations, they are doing this business. Because of that money, they attracted sorrow, suffering in their life. There was a particular episode, a particular point of time in their life where their son is kidnapped. And the huge sum of money is demanded as a ransom. They went through a terror for many days. Their whole life is affected. The fear, something might happen. No. So be prepared for the consequences. Don't be hijacked by your desires. Don't be hijacked by your greed, trishna. So when you're doing the right things will happen. So with this understanding, with this conclusion, so now it's time to integrate. We have already integrated. But if there is any questions you have, you may please raise your hands. And if you have very little time now for this day, we will integrate it again. We will have more question and answer session following week, Monday. Tomorrow and day after, we are going to spend time in silence, practicing mindfulness and doing intense meditation. So tomorrow and day after, for the entire 90 minutes, we will do meditation. We will do crystal meditation. We will gaze into the crystal, and then we'll do intense meditation tomorrow, day after. So mark the day for your experiment of mindfulness, silence, detox. Okay. So friends, one by one, I know many people have raised their hands, but I might take few. But don't be disappointed. Write down all your questions. It's important you write down, or else you'll forget it. So most likely your questions might be answered when somebody else is asking, but still if you have questions, then we will take it on Monday. Okay. Yes. Purnima, Suresh. You just introduce where you are speaking from, and please be very precise in your question.
Yes, sir. I'm Purnima from Mumbai. Sir, I wanted to ask, when we say soul's plan, so we plan our journey and come. So I want to know the difference between if everything is planned, then what? That is the difference. And what karma is then? Everything is planned and coming. All our journey is already planned. Then, what we are doing is also planned, or how that difference that I want to know.
See, the planning is done in the causal worlds. So that what we call it as soul plan. There is a certain plan. But the execution has not yet happened. The execution happens here when we live the life. So the execution is our free will. The plan is the destiny. But the execution is our free will. So you can plan, for example, 20 things. Okay, you can plan, I want to learn this 20 lessons. You can plan that. But after you have come to the earth, your execution you might just learn only 3-4 lessons or 5 lessons, and the rest is pending. So you have to take one more lifetime. So it is like, you want to build a 3-bedroom house and you go for a blueprint. You went to an engineer, you got the blueprint, you have this, you want to build a 3-bedroom house. But again, execution is different. Do you have the right money? Do you have the right contacts? Do you have the right resources to execute it? Or you can build 3-bedroom, or you can change your plan while you're building the house. You might say, actually, I need only 2. I don't need 3. So you can change to 2-bedroom. So the plan was 3-bedroom, but you can change it to 2-bedroom while executing. So it all depends on your desire patterns, thought patterns, and decision patterns. The execution is based on that. You got it?
Thank you, sir.
So the karma plays a role. Based on the karma only, you plan in your soul plan is based on your karma only. According to that is called prarabdha karma. Like in this lifetime, I want to learn this many lessons. Lessons means, okay, karma is a tool to learn the lessons. Okay, I'm taking this much karma and I'm going to go through these kind of experiences. And through these experiences, I'm going to learn these lessons. So that is the planning. But after you come here, when you are in the path of meditation, then you are aware of the soul plan. How you are aware of the soul plan? You become sensitive to your inner feelings. You become sensitive to your inner voice, what we call it as intuition. So when you are sensitive to your inner, then you stick on to the plan. You don't get deviated. So you will execute all the lessons. But if you're not clear what you want in life, then you go here and there. All lessons are pending. Take one more lifetime, one more lifetime, one more lifetime. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Or your soul plan is to learn certain things. You come into the path of meditation, but you have taken over by the greed, by Trishna. You see, oh, others are manifesting so many things. Oh, this technique is nice. This workshop is nice. I better go. Okay, I want to make a big bungalow for myself. I want to go for a holiday in this place, that place. So you're taken over by your desires. Then your life lessons, your life plan is not yet complete. You're not focusing on that. So again, take one more lifetime. So that's why it is very important to have the right understanding of the spiritual science, right desires, right views, right intentions matters. To understand the soul plan is the plan of life. Yes. So next, Nigma.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Yes, ma'am.
आपने बताया कि सेल्फ हीलिंग है, तो वो भी मतलब
आप कहाँ से मैडम?
सॉरी, मुंबई से हैं।
Yes.
हाँ, तो कल बताया था सेल्फ हीलिंग वगैरह भी मतलब आप अगर समझ रहे हो तो आपको वो नहीं करना है, क्योंकि वो कर्मा से रिलेटेड है, तो वो अपने आप चला जाएगा। तो वो थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आया सर, क्योंकि मतलब बहुत सारी टेक्निक है, सेल्फ हीलिंग है, मतलब माइंड पावर के टेक्निक्स है, और फिर प्राणिक हीलिंग, रेकी, वो सब है। तो फिर थोड़ा उलझ जाते हैं उसमें कि क्या करना चाहिए।
Okay, so it's a very good question. The very word self-healing, matlab, the healing is happening from the self. Self matlab atma, soul. So when you are sitting in meditation, when you practice meditation, when you practice mindfulness, through the practice of mindfulness and silence, and through sajjana sangatya, through swadhyaya, through this process, you understand a lot of things. You understand the root cause of it. You understand you have created that, you have planned that for a reason. So you have taken it. Everything is according to the divine plan. There is no injustice whatsoever. There is no tragedy whatsoever. So you accept it. There is a natural acceptance. And with that acceptance, you focus on the lessons. You are no more complaining about the effects of your illness, but your focus is on, okay, what lessons I need to learn? Because you know the moment you learn the lessons, you are healed. And you have got that illness for a reason. So you focus on the root cause. You don't focus on superficial things. I want this healing. I want to. Okay, no. Yes, the healing will happen. But the point is, you have got it to learn some lessons. It's not a punishment. So our focus will be fully on the lessons. So how can we focus on the, how do we get aware of, how do we know what is the lesson to learn? See, when you're going through certain illness, in that moment, the mind always says, I want to come out of it. I want to come out of it. But you need a certain integrity. You need a certain, when I say integrity, that means you need a certain composure within you. You need a certain calmness within you to say, hey, I have designed it. In my soul level, my soul is very smart. My soul is super intelligent. So I have designed it for a reason. So let me figure out what is that I have designed this for. Let me go to the root cause of it and let me focus on the lesson. Because ultimately we have come here for that. The very purpose is that, to learn the lessons and to realize ourselves. So your focus will be on meditation. You will do more and more meditation. With more and more meditation, your awareness increases. So with the increased awareness, you become sensitive to your inner feelings. You become sensitive to your inner guidance. You become sensitive to your intuition. So when you are in tune, when you are in contact with your inner or the higher self or your feelings, your true feelings, your authentic feelings radiating from the heart space, then there is clarity. It is in the empty mind state. Many people think, oh, I have to find out what is the lesson I need to learn. So they use their mind. They try to analyze. Oh, this might be the possible reason. No, you cannot analyze that way. The realization is when your mind is empty, when your mind is totally empty and your awareness is in the soul, in the self. So then the realization happens. You naturally understand what is the lesson to know, lesson to learn. So that should be the first step. But along with it, there are many tools. Yes, use pyramid energy, use crystal energy, use the nature energy, participate in group meditation. These are all the techniques, these are all the tools which you are using to heal yourself. This is the right way. But if you are using your mind, you are thinking you are super intelligent, you are super smart, and you are using your mind, okay, I want to heal here, I want to heal this part of the body, I want to divert all my energies to heal here. Okay, you sit in meditation and say, okay, I want all my energies to pass on to this area, and I feel it is getting healed. Or I visualize, I want to get healed. I want to become normal. You are using your visualization. So to visualize, you are using a lot of energy. So yes, of course, with that visualization, you might get healed. But did you learn the lesson? If you didn't learn the lesson, the same problem will come again with greater intensity. But the moment you learn the lesson, the healing happens very naturally. So when I say self-healing, that means you let the healing happen naturally and you are not focused on the healing process, you are focused on the learning process. The truth is, when you learn the lessons, you go through a natural self-healing process. The more you sit in meditation, the more your awareness increases, more you do the right things. That means you become a vegetarian. You are no more in the path of himsa. You are no more in the path of, interference. You don't interfere in others' affairs. And you do the right things. Have the right understanding. Read the right books. Learn from others' experiences. So when your focus is on this, then the healing happens naturally. And you also understand, yes, karma is a law. The universal law, it exists. So you've got to pay for it, certain things. So you happily pay for it. You happily pay for it. There is no suffering. Because you understand the law. You understand there is no injustice. You understand there is no tragedy. You are totally surrendered to the divine. Say, I surrender to my higher self. I surrender to the creation. So in that space of surrender, there is a gratitude which radiates. Many people, they artificially try to program the gratitude. That doesn't happen. Gratitude is something which organically radiates from within you. When you understand the beauty of life, when you understand the dynamics, how the divine is playing, when you understand that you are the co-creator, then there is gratitude that this moment you are breathing, this moment you are alive, this moment you got this experience to be on the planet Earth because you are breathing. Life still exists. So naturally, certain gratitude arises. In that space, you are already healed. You got the understanding, madam?
Yes.
So when I say don't go into that, means don't think you are smart and don't divert your energies, because that precious energy is needed for you to learn the lesson. That precious energy is needed for your own evolution. But when you divert that on this physical organs, then you are wasting the energy. This is ignorance.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. All right. Okay, so we are running out of the time, but still, yes, I will take a few more questions. Shiva.
Pradeep ji, good morning. Good morning to all meditators.
Yes, sir. Good day.
Yeah, thank you. I have just one simple question: is where are your presentations posted, sir?
My presentations?
Yes, sir.
You can find it in the video. Go to the Pyramid Valley PMC video and play it. You will get all the presentations. You pause it and take notes of it.
Okay, right.
Hello, sir. I am his wife. So first time I'm talking to you. I may not be very good in speaking, but still I'll try. Sir, after joining this, recently I joined, and after joining this, I've learned. Once I've come to know what is a meditation. Earlier, to sit for 5 minutes also, it was very difficult for me. But now I'm able to sit the whole this session. And recently I started, sir, mandala art. Okay. Is it related to the meditation, sir?
What is mandala?
Mandala, it is a diagram, sir. Like the small designs and all. It needs lots of concentration. And if one goes wrong, the whole mandala gets spoiled. So,
okay, so you are doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that is mindfulness. You are so mindful and doing that mandala painting.
Yes.
So when you're so focused in that work, that is, you are a karma yogi.
Yeah.
You become one with your work.
Yes. Just to told, no, sir, what is enlightenment? Whatever work you do, whether it is cooking, art, painting, gardening, which gives you joy, that is enlightenment. That I like very much, sir. So recently, just I started it. So I'm
Yes, madam.
enjoying it. Yes.
Enjoy it. Enjoy. Yes. So you need a certain meditativeness to enjoy that work.
Yes, sir.
So any work you do, it becomes meditative. When you are mindful, that work becomes meditative.
After joining this only, I've been able to concentrate, sir, so much. I'm feeling very happy now.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Poonam.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm Poonam from Basant Vihar, New Delhi. I want to ask about donation money. Sometimes when we see needy people, then we want to help them. Should we do or not? We make karmas by this act. We have to come back again in other lifetime to settle this, or we can do सहज भाव से कर दो. If we see anyone तो कर दिया. But I'm always confused. I should do or not donation by money for needy people.
You should always help the needy people, madam.
Okay.
You should always help the needy people, but you see, but make sure you are not making them dependent on you.
Okay.
You can help people to be independent. Okay. So your money is also it's an energy, it's a resource. So you should be very wise in what you are using for.
Okay.
Dana for dhyana is the highest good karma. When you do donation, you get punya. Right?
Yes.
So when you get donation, you get punya. With more and more punya you have, the more you go to the higher worlds. You go to supracausal worlds. So there are many danas. You can donate for food, you can donate for clothes, you can donate for somebody's education. There are many. So different kinds of donations have different levels of punya. So when you are donating for a cause which helps others to realize themselves, then that is the highest dana. Dana for dhyana is the highest punya. Okay. So, for example, if somebody is physically, they are healthy, or they're pretending to be weak and they're asking for, they're begging, you see they're healthy. They could do work and earn money. So when you're giving money to that beggar, you are motivating him to be lazy.
Yes.
There is no punya in that. Okay. So tune into your heart. So I'm not going to give you what should be done, what should not be done. But tune into your heart, and whatever you feel is right, you do it. Because you know the answer. I don't want you to be dependent on me again asking the question the next time, sir, what should I do? What should I do? No, tune in. Appo Deepo Bhava. The kingdom of God is within. It's within you. So tune into that kingdom of God and you make a decision. When you are tuning into your heart space, how to tune into your heart space? The more you do meditation, the more you are in your heart space. The more your mind is empty, the more you become sensitive to your feelings from the heart. The first is the mind should be empty. When the mind is empty, what you feel is your inner guidance. Follow it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Pandirajan. I'm taking few more questions because we have done a sequence for 3 days. It is very important. It's a very deep subject and is one of the most important subjects in spiritual science. So I want to make sure that you are clear before you take for a weekend intense meditation practice and mindfulness practice. So that's why I'm entertaining more questions. Even though I have another session, I want to make sure the fundamental questions are clear. Yes, sir.
Sir, good morning, sir. I am Pandirajan from Chennai.
Yes.
Sir, I have a question. I have a desire, and I have a question that how to understand that I am enlightened to execute the desire.
So come again with your question. You have a desire.
Sir, I have a desire, but how to understand that I am enlightened to execute the desire?
How do you understand that you are enlightened to execute the
Yes.
desire? Can
Yes.
you rephrase the question? The question doesn't make sense. Can you rephrase the question?
How to understand that I am enlightened?
How do you understand that you are enlightened?
Yes.
If you are happy in any given moment, you are happy in your life, and you don't react, you always respond, then you are enlightened.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
In any given situation, see, life is dynamic. Life is so dynamic. Everything is constantly changing. So in any given situation, you are always responding. In any given situation, you are always happy. Then you are enlightened. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And again, a summary of this manifestation is, people who have the inferiority complex, we discussed about in the ego, like people, some are 90% are in the inferiority complex and 10% are in the superiority complex. So that is an aspect of ego. So this inferiority complex people, for them to realize that they have all the power within them and they can create whatever they want. They can use their Sankalpa Shakti. They can use their thought power to create whatever they want in life. This subject helps mainly the people with inferiority complex, because 90% are having inferiority complex. So it is a subject for them to understand that, yes, I can do. I can meditate. I can become enlightened. I can become a Buddha because I'm a co-creator. So for him to understand that you have unlimited potential within you, unlock your potential, this subject of Sankalpa Shakti helps. So this subject is not to motivate you to manifest money and wealth. The subject is to motivate you to be in the right path, that you can. If Jesus can, you also can. If Buddha can, you also can. If Mahavir can, you also can. Anybody can do anything. So you have to take it in that right understanding. So next. Valsala Nair. The people who are raising your hands, please be on the video.
Good morning, sir. I am Valsala Nair from Trivandrum, Kerala. Sir, I'm a retired principal, having 40 years of teaching experience, and my passion is teaching. And now, in my retired life, I am doing a sort of counseling to people who are in need of some guidance. And I am meditating, and I am following almost all your teachings. But I do take some money for counseling, because I am spending 2 hours, an hour with them, listening to them. Will it be under life work if I take money? Number one. Number two, will it affect my aura if I listen to all their apathy? Or is it going to add to my karma? These are my doubts, please.
Okay. So life work has nothing to do whether you take money or not. Whatever gives you joy, that is your life work. Okay. And but don't be business minded. Business minded means only when you pay money you are allowed to come. That is business minded. You take money because you also need it, or whoever can afford to pay, they can pay. But be flexible. Somebody cannot afford to pay money. Your focus is not money, your whole focus is to help. So somebody cannot afford to pay, or somebody can pay less money, you welcome them. You support them, you help them, because helping them is your joy. You are not doing for money, you are doing for your joy. Okay? So life work has nothing to do with money. Life work is something to do with your joy. And number two, You're asking that if I'm constantly listening to others and their problems, your aura will get affected. Of course, naturally it will get affected. There is no doubt about it. So that's why it is very important. Whoever comes to you, you teach them meditation. You teach them meditation. You teach them law of karma. Teach them spiritual science. And you empower them so that they will never come back to you again. You empower them so that they never come back to you. The next time they have a problem, they know what to do. They sit in meditation, they solve their own problems. Then your aura won't be affected. But if you are in the savior mode, then your aura will be affected. And you will be taking over their karma also.
Yes.
Okay, madam?
Yes, thank you, sir. Very clear, sir. Thank you.
Next. Enu Sharma.
Good morning, sir. I am Yenu from Bhilai. My question is, affirmation are manifestation or positive thoughts?
Sorry, your manifestation?
Affirmation are manifestation or positive thoughts?
Affirmation.
Yes,
Affirmation
sir.
is for the people who are not yet into meditation.
Okay, sir.
But once you come into the path of meditation, you don't need affirmation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Next, Monica. So please turn on your camera.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm Monica from Delhi.
Can you
I
be on the
want to
video,
ask,
Monica?
sir, my camera is not working. Front
Camera
camera
is
is
not working. It's okay. Fine.
yeah. Sir, actually, I want to ask a question. I have some confusion about ego and self-respect, and sometimes I feel that vibe is not matching with the person, so I cut off or not. Basically, the main relations like relatives or some other peoples where I feel I'm not feeling connection or some wrong vibes or
The
sometimes
only answer for all your problems is meditation. The more you meditate, the more you will have the awareness what to do in your relationship, how to handle your relationship.
I'm
Where
very
there is
confused
naturally,
in self-respect and ego.
yeah, because you're using your mind to analyze. Are you doing meditation?
I
Are
am
you doing
feeling that
intense
is
meditation?
yes, I am feeling that is a self-respect. Many people say no, no, you are egoistic.
You are not listening to my answer, Monica. I'm
Yes,
asking,
yes.
are you meditating every day sincerely?
Okay.
Are you meditating?
Yes, I am doing.
How many hours you are meditating and how long you are doing?
No, past 45 days.
Okay, you are meditating every day?
Yes, I am doing. Twice or thrice in a day.
Okay, so continue this path because it takes lifetimes to get clarity and enlightenment. So just started 40 days you are doing, continue it. All the answers will come to you. All the clarity will come. Continue meditation.
Thank you, sir.
Next, Shraddha. Okay, final 3 questions.
Namaste, Pradeep sir. I'm Shraddha from Bangalore. Sir, my question is the concept of toxic persons, is it true? And if it is true, what are the characteristics of toxic persons, and can a meditator be a toxic person?
Where did you hear this concept of toxic person?
I have heard this in certain PMC sessions where they say you should avoid being in touch with toxic people, basically persons who have a lot of negative vibes and negative thoughts.
Yeah. And naturally, you have to be away from the people who are not positive. Because when you make friendship with the positive people, you are in the positive aura and the positive vibrations are there. When you make friendship with negative people, of course, you get affected by their negativity. So what is your question precisely?
Should we consciously avoid such persons if we identify them? That is my question. Because sometimes you have them at very close quarters and it's not possible to avoid them. In that case,
avoiding means you're not judging them or not labeling them. So you're not going into labels and judgments. Avoiding means you make sure you're not getting impacted. So that means you don't give your energy and attention to them. Because where your thought goes, where your attention goes, there your mind goes, there your energy goes. So sometimes in the toxic people might be within the same, I don't like to use the word toxic. Sometimes the negative negative-minded people will be around in the same house. So we cannot avoid the situation. There can be our parents or relatives or children, but accept them. Like just understand they are going through their own revolution. No judgments, no labels. But your energy is not focused there. That's all. Spend more time in meditation. Spend more time in nature. Spend more time in reading books. Use your time wisely. Don't give energy and attention to them. That's it. Simple as that.
And so can a meditator also have such a negative emotion?
See, a person who has come into the path of meditation, so slowly he will work on the layers and layers of negativity around him. So it takes some time for him to completely work on it. Doesn't mean like the once you come into the meditation, you start meditating, you become enlightened. No. So it takes time. So he has come into the path of meditation. That means he's sincere to work on himself. So you have to respect that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. All right. Jai Shri.
Sir, I was trying to, come on video.
Where are you from, madam?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay. So please be precise with your question.
My question is like, sir, is it possible that we get deviated when we are trying to search?
Sorry, I'm not audible. What is that? Is it
possible that we get deviated when we are trying to identify the labor of love? Like how to find the exact one which we are in search of?
Do more meditation. I already spoke. Do more meditation. Raise your consciousness. Feel in your heart that what kind of work gives you joy. But yes, there will be a trial and error. You cannot identify it straight away. Okay, you will try to do certain job and you feel how it is. And then, okay, if you feel joy, then that is the labor of love. And then try another job. So you might go through some trial and error before you can zero in, before you can identify what is your life work. It is a natural process for every person. They have to go through this trial and error to discover their own life work, to discover their own labor of love.
Okay, so clear. Thank you.
Yes. Final question, Shobha Devi. Shobha Devi, can you unmute? Okay, she's not unmuting. Sushma.
Good morning, Master.
Yes.
Good morning, Master. I'm Sushma from Bangalore. The thing is, my camera doesn't work.
Okay, you can turn off your camera and ask, madam.
Yes, Master. I'm at office now. Very nice sessions. I've been attending your session. This is my second session. So it's really a very wonderful experience for me because every time for me, as I've noticed in last 1 year time, the way I used to talk to people was very arrogancy. As like if somebody asked me or questions me in some other way, I used to respond them in very bad manner. So that transformation has really happened to me. Now I'm very mindful and I respond to people in very soft way. At home also, everywhere I'm very mindful, Master. I'm very happy to tell you that I've been very mindful. As you have been telling, I just go through all your videos and I've been practicing this. Thank you so much, Master. A wonderful day for me. And it's really a very nice day. I got an opportunity to talk to you, Master.
Okay.
Yes, Master.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master. It's really a very good transformation for me, Master.
Yes,
Thank you,
thanks
Master.
for your
Thank
beautiful expression. It
Thank
is
you,
my
Master.
joy to spend time with all of you.
And
I'm doing my soul work.
Yeah, and I've been attending your session as I come to work by 6:30 in the morning. So, but still, I make it a point to just listen to your session. And as you have also mentioned, saying that just journal it. I've been writing down all the points, and it's really a very good experience for me, Master. Thank you so much, Master.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. And it's a great topic for this last 3 days we have covered so intensely. So I sincerely wish and I expect and I hope that tomorrow and day after the weekend you practice mindfulness and you practice intense meditation. You do as much meditation as possible. Yes, as a group we meditate for 90 minutes, but you meditate more individually. Whenever you find time, you meditate. You find half an hour time, you immediately close the eyes. You find 10 minutes time, immediately close the eyes and be in that space of awareness. Get that practice of meditation and mindfulness and practice mauna, silence. And in the previous videos, I have spoken in detail about how to practice silence and journaling. Journal all your experiences. So we will see you tomorrow again for the crystal meditation. We'll meet you again at 6 a.m. in the morning for a 90 minutes intense meditation tomorrow and day after. And again, Monday, we will integrate more and we'll discuss something new. Thank you very much. Namaste to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Master Pradeep. That was indeed a wonderful session about our thoughts and manifestation and how we should do and what all we need to be careful about. Thank you for that abundant knowledge which you shared with us. And thanks for taking up the questions and clearing the doubts for many. For those who have not even asked a question, I think many doubts have cleared. So thank you, Master. And thank you all for joining in for the day. So let's meet at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for another wonderful session. So see you all. Bye.